medical scientist dermatologist, explains why he believes in God. This video is special. Today, I want to share something from the heart, 100% my words. And right from the start, I ask you to open your hearts. But know this, I'm not here to try to convince you of God's existence. I understand that many may choose not to watch this video, finding reasons like, I don't have time, this topic is boring, or even, I'm not giving this guy any attention. It's just another video trying to get followers. Honestly, I've been there too. But the truth is, many people on the other side of the screen may feel fear. Fear that something said here might shake their beliefs or change how they see themselves or how others see them. Our minds are programmed to seek consistency. This is called confirmation bias. When we encounter something that challenges our beliefs, our first instinct is to resist. It's a defense mechanism to protect our identity and convictions. And this fear isn't just about believing or not believing in God. It's about being trapped in a fixed mindset, a concept from Carol Dweck, so don't argue with me. Have you ever imagined being convinced of God's existence and how that might put you at odds with your friends, coworkers, or family? After all, no one likes being wrong, right? And what about the irony from people who know more than you? Ever thought about that? If you've watched this far, even if you started with skepticism, I encourage you to continue to the end. In this video, it's just you and your conscience. If it doesn't make a difference, that's fine. But don't walk away because you fear being convinced. Of course, this isn't for everyone, but for those it resonates with, I want to tell you, I am just like you. And I admit that I too don't want to hear anything that challenges my small faith. I'm very happy with God, and through this relationship, I try to be the best version of myself. For myself, my wife, my family, my friends, and for everyone I can help or cross paths with. I'm not perfect, not even close. Some people don't like me, and sometimes they have a reason, sometimes they don't. And some people like me, with or without a reason. Now let me leave you with a few reflections. First reflection, it's impossible to prove the existence of God concretely, just as it's impossible to disprove it. If I'm wrong, and nothing happens when we die, nothing changes for those who believed or didn't believe. But if I'm right, and God allows me to, I will go to heaven, while those who don't believe may face an eternity in hell. Second reflection. As human beings, we tend to think we know a lot, if not everything. But think about it. How much understanding does an ant have of a human? For example, if a person were about to step on an ant, would the ant have the awareness to escape? Let's break it down further. If an average human is 5 feet 7 inches tall, that would make them about 340 times larger than an ant. Now, if we compare a human to Earth, Earth is 7.5 million times larger than us. What's the point of this, you may ask? Hold on. I'm getting there. When you compare a human to an electron, a human is 603 trillion times larger than the electron. Now, compare a human to the size of the universe, at least what we think we know of it. The universe is 5.176 times 10 to the 26th power larger than a human. That's a value astronomically large, with 26 zeros after 5,176. It's beyond our ability to intuitively comprehend. This reflects the colossal scale of the observable universe compared to a human. It's a striking example of how vast the universe is and how small we are. Some might ask, what's your point? The answer is, if an ant, which is only 340 times smaller than us, has no understanding of us or the Earth, how can we, being much smaller in comparison to the universe, claim to prove that God doesn't exist? Our cosmic insignificance only highlights one thing. Despite being smaller than the smallest particles, God loves us. And Jesus, who could have ridiculed those who tortured him, still asked God to forgive them because they didn't know what they were doing. In my humble opinion, we still don't know. Finally, I want to say, family, friends, acquaintances, patients, and even those who just cross my path are all gifts from God that bring me happiness. And you too are a gift from God for watching this video until the end. Thank you. If you enjoyed this content, I have many more proofs of God's existence to share.